But yeah, any other things anyone wanted to say?
No.
I'll give it about like a minute or two.
I.
Mhm.
Also, hello, Spaz. You've been rather silent.
Well, yeah.
What's
It's
there?
welcome.
I'm not hearing him.
Well, that's
No, I'm
because
here.
he's not saying anything.
Well, I'm saying stuff now.
Okay, fair enough. Walk into that.
Yeah.
All right. So we good?
Yeah,
We good? We good?
I think
much.
so.
It's like it.
Yeah, let us move on then. Okay, yes indeed. Anything not mentioned,
Oh
if
boy.
if you have something that you would like to talk about that wasn't mentioned in our topic, please do bring it up now, but please keep it on a level that the group is mostly aware of. And individual issues can always be solved, so remember you can private message us if you have something individual you'd like to talk about. But before I ask if anybody has anything, I know that someone here has something they'd like to bring up. Isn't that right, Nora?
Yeah, I have gotten permission to do this, and in fact, the reason we are holding the town hall at this particular time is because I needed to say something to basically everybody in the group.
It's partially that. We wanted to bring it up earlier, too, for the topics for today, but go ahead, Nora.
Yeah. So, I've been given permission to... I mean, this is slightly personal, but since it is affecting the entirety of the group, I have been given permission to speak on it.
You can do it.
No pressure. Just get on with it. To quote the famous
This is kind of
Monty
hard to
Python.
talk about. That's all. It's just hard to talk about.
Hey, guys, just give her time.
Yeah.
There's no need to say anything. Just give her time.
Yep.
As I'm sure everyone knows here, I am one of the admins of the station wagon. And of course, we are expected to uphold a certain standard of behavior in ourselves according to our own policies. After all, I mean, we make them, we should follow them. And I have been recently informed that folks have been going to the other admins complaining about me, and it kind of shocks me a lot that something like this is happening. But I understand why. I do wish they would have come to me, but my thoughts are very disorganized right now. I apologize.
It's fine. It's fine. Or I at least understand that.
I
Yeah.
definitely
Something
understand
hard
being in
to
roughly the
talk
same
about.
situation.
Yeah, I've made that comparison before. But according to my fellow admins in a discussion we had last week, several of you have been approaching them saying you're worried because of my anger that has recently been occurring, that people are afraid of me. And when I heard that, I kind of broke down in tears, actually, to hear that somebody was afraid of me, of all people. Me, the person that's afraid of everyone when they're angry. And
You'd be surprised how easy that is. Does someone need a hug?
well,
I'm not being sarcastic. I'm being.
I know. There are many times in the last year and a half that I've needed hugs, to be quite honest. And what I'd like to say to everybody here is I'm really sorry. This is awful that this has happened. I do wish you would all approach me with these things more often so that I could know, because I didn't realize how much my anger was affecting the chats. I would also like all of you to know that none of this is meant to be directed at you. Some of you may know, some of you may not. The last year and a half has been incredibly hard on my mental well-being. I've gone through a sort of experience that has left me basically rebuilding myself from the ground up. And it hasn't been fun, hasn't been easy. A lot of this has to do with some very dear friends of mine, and I didn't realize just how much it was leaking into my behavior. In my admin duties, when I'm disconnected from, the emotions involved or just talking in the admin chat, generally I'm fine, but a lot of my frustration and anger at very specific, it's rather a more specific person, and I have a feeling most of you know. I really don't want to get into it.
You don't have
But-
to mention names.
No, I really don't want to.
Being later, though.
What?
Never mind.
Go on, Nora.
As I said, there have been a decent amount of personal issues revolving around me and a couple of people. And I have unfortunately let that anger leak out. I want you all to know I'm not mad at you at all. None of you. None of you. And furthermore, I don't hate any of the games anyone's playing. I've just let my anger on something particular get out there, and I didn't even realize it was getting this bad. I thought, oh, it's only happening a couple of times. It's not like anything it's not like anything different in the past. I've always had moments where I burst in anger, but people tend to just shrug it off because it only happens every now and again. And I usually apologize and all that. But I've let it happen too much. And words.
If you
I
need to take a
apologize.
breather, don't be afraid to.
It's not a breather so much as I lost my train of thought.
It's fine. And I can kind of understand from experience that anger at something just completely different can, well, get to you.
Yeah, I have unfortunately sullied my own standards in doing so, and I want to make it up to people, let you know that if something like this does come up, don't ever be afraid to approach me. I'm not all that scary. I'm not. I'm actually kind of a scaredy cat. Let's be real here.
I'm assuming the pun is optional.
The pun is optional, but yes, I am. Yeah,
The point still stands.
Definitely.
Hmm.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh man, I lost. There was something I needed to say, but I couldn't say it.
It's fine.
Oh yeah.
Your time.
Oh yeah. I have been aware to an extent of this issue before. I've been aware that my behavior hasn't been the best it's ever been. And I've been on my own time trying to speak to individuals I know I've likely upset or made uncomfortable with all this. I didn't know everybody that was involved, but there was a few of my friends that were hurt, and I made my best to go to them and talk to them, and I understood in the end that I'd have to better learn how to restrain myself, even if this issue is something that's ongoing between me and a couple of people, and we're still struggling to solve this. Yeah. I apologize. I don't know those verses. It's been a long time since I've read the Bible.
Oh, wait. When did we start talking about the Bible?
It was
Check the
mentioned in chat.
Oh,
Marcy brought
if
this up.
if you can repeat what's in those verses, I would be very grateful.
But I
Yeah.
understand.
Let me see here.
It's fine. But
the only
I-
one
Hmm?
Nothing. I suppose I should have typed it in the chat.
Okay.
Alrighty. But yes, because this has affected the group as a whole and their views on me, I wished to make a formal apology to all of you. I will continue to work on my anger. There will be times where it'll still slip out, but please come to me if anything has bothered you. I am completely open to that. I would prefer it. I don't like seeing, especially my friends, angry at me. It's not a fun feeling, and I understand that there's much I have to work on.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not alone in that.
This is just don't be like. I guess you're trying to say is you just don't want people to be afraid of you. You want them
Yeah.
with you and just
Just come
Recognize.
talk to me about it. There are
Recognize
times
that.
where where my anger gets to me, but some of the older folks will tell you they know I'm not an unreasonable person.
You're approachable.
Definitely not.
And I may not be one of those older people, but I'd have to agree. You're definitely an approachable person.
Very
Definitely.
approachable.
Yeah, I can attest to that.
I'm just glad that you're stronger than I am in terms of adminship.
Yeah, it's taken 5-6 years. Not just in the wagon either.
Man.
And right now I am far from the best admin I've ever been. And I deeply apologize for any bad behavior.
But hey, at least you can get better, right?
Of course, I'm never going to be the same person I was before the incident that happened a year ago. But I can always get better, and that has been my goal the entire time, is to straighten myself out and address some issues that I had never thought of before that incident occurred.
And in the end, that's all that matters. As long as you get better and improve. So, even if you're not going to be the same person you were before, as long as you get better.
It's been a while since verses from the Bible have given me such warm, fuzzy feelings.
It's amazing it can do that.
Well, I guess it's just what happens when you can't actually find a church around here.
Yeah.
Yes.
praise the Lord and become Jesus.
I thought it was praise the sun.
That's a
Praise
different
the
church.
Son. I'm sorry. I'm
thank
trying
you.
to bring light to. I guess you
Thank
could say
you,
I'm
Nora.
bringing light to the mood.
Praise Keck.
But
Well, thank you
yes.
for that, Nora.
I apologize very deeply and will strive for a better future. If anyone has anything to say about this now, please speak.
Know that I will always support you no matter what. Don't worry about
Likewise.
angering me because honestly, I've dealt with this kind of thing before, and it was one of the main reasons why I stepped down as an admin of Toho organization and as the founder as well. So I can totally understand where you're coming from. So you have all of my support.
Wait, is that Sid?
Yeah.
Is that you, Sydney?
Yes.
Yes, that is
Yes.
Sydney.
Oh, God damn it!
Did you think I was Nora or something?
No, I didn't know who you were.
Sydney.
Oh my god.
I'm used to seeing some form of Sydney.
Can we?
Game Theory Nora is Sydney?
Okay. I guess the only thing I could really say is, and I had to talk about this, so I feel like it's
Mhm.
just know that I still like you as a person. You're very nice. I mean, sure, I might get frustrated or hell even upset with you, but I don't really you. You're a great friend of mine, and I do not regret hanging out with you at all.
And even though we don't really talk much, I still think of you as a good friend, and I'm gonna be here no matter what for you.
And I can still sympathize and empathize because I'm literally going through the same crap as well.
Hmm.
Why
Possibly-
does everybody else have all the interesting crap?
It's don't have it.
Admins.
They don't want anything to do with it.
Admins, you know?
Depends on your definition of interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
it's still well, anything's better than nothing. It's still more activity
No,
than that.
no.
You don't want
to go through
it.
Yeah.
I will say that in changing, I will say that on the topic of changing, do understand that I'm not going, this is one of the issues that led up to this actually. And just be wary of this. Just because you give me advice, it does not mean I'm going to change exactly to what everybody desires. I'm going to change to be better, but I will change to be better to be happy, to make other people happy, but there must also be happiness for myself. I've learned that the hard way.
Yep, because I know exactly what's going on, and I've also learned the hard way, if you try to do what other people ask you to do, make you miserable, they may not necessarily even accept the fact that you're trying to make them happy in the first place. In fact, they may even give you more crap for it.
It's really funny that recently I decided to watch the Fate series because it almost struck me with, holy fuck, what? This is too similar.
Something that resonates personally, eh?
Yeah, Spaz, to put it lightly, when I saw what was going on with Shiro Emiya, I was just like, what are you fucking doing, you fool? And then I realized, man, I used to do that. But yeah, thank you all for listening.
This has
Thank
been
you,
a
Laura.
group therapy session.
It's no problem.
Just know that if you need to talk to any of us, your personal friends, we're here for you, okay?
Indeed.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I suppose it's prudent to ask now, with that said, does anybody have any other topics they wanted to bring up that was not mentioned in our topics previously?
I'll hold
Hi.
mine for last unless anyone else has stuff to bring up. I'll let people bring
want to
theirs
be
up
last.
first.
All right.
Crap, what was his name? Stubborn Virus, that's what his
Stubborn
name
Virus.
is. I know last month I mentioned wanting to run a contest and being suggested to look for the general instructions for doing so. However, I was unable to find any. Does anyone have a link?
I
Well,
do.
let's-
I'm getting you the resources you need right now.
What was that?
That was an attempt at a burp that didn't come out right.
Hey.
Jeez.
Belch.
Let's not belch into the mic.
Eh,
At least
I'm
not,
not trying
on
to belch,
purpose.
I know. It's just
Yours
something
usually
like
pretty gassy. With the burp.
Yeah, we could probably definitely talk about contests, though. Jess, Stubborn Virus, whichever you want to go by.
There we go.
Goodbye, whoever that was.
Much better.
Though, just a reminder, which I said in the chat, although Stubborn Vitus, you are allowed to ask for how to run a contest, these town halls are generally reserved for people who are active in the chat outside of town hall and doing a control F. I've seen that you've only been available in the chat only for town hall, which is a big no-no, which we've been trying to cut down on lobbyists and stuff.
Yeah.
So generally, please interact with people more often in the chat, and that'll be fine.
Yeah. In many ways, you're gonna have to if you want to run the contest. So.
Because no one's gonna notice it if people don't know you.
It's like, oh hey, this random stranger wants to host a contest. Who are they again?
Don't mind my cat.
It's
Feel it.
Yeah, don't
and
take it personally when we say it. It's just not a whole lot of people have truly gotten to know you. A follow-up.
It's something that we're trying to it's something we've been trying to keep hands on because we've had very, very vocal minorities speak out and almost turn the tables on the entire group. You know?
we want to
Those sound
have
like interesting
credible people
stories.
who are in the group, which I do know you are active on the DA, and I have seen you around in the Discord, Stubborn Virus, so it's just kind of like an outlier that we usually look for more active people. And yeah, I know.
Or
it
at
was a
least
follow-up.
more people that are engrossed in the community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
In other words, what we're saying is make some friends.
Yes.
That's
You-
basically it.
I'm
yeah.
not
You
saying-
ask too much.
I'm not saying he doesn't have friends. It's just like making friends is the best way to get people on board, you know?
Get on out there.
True.
I wish that was possible, but apparently.
How dare you say he doesn't have friends, Nora?
That coming from you, Bleach.
Yeah.
Ooh! Ow!
Oh.
Wait, you're saying you're not my friend unknown? Who are you?
Good
Listen,
enough.
He's unknown.
I'm a nobody. What'd you expect?
The snark
Well,
is
let's-
real.
Well, let's be honest, Bleach. You don't have any friends.
Who are you?
Bleach, I'm sorry, we can no longer be friends.
The shade.
Stop
Snark is
taking
real
your
and it's
anger out
getting
on other
control,
people.
Guys.
Okay,
Anyway, serious.
No, okay, never mind.
Can we
Well,
calm down now?
I think we said what we needed to say on that, though. I mean, unless someone else has something to say. Yeah.
I think Bleach had some, didn't you?
Yes, he did, but
Does
does
anyone
anybody
else have-
else? Jinx, you owe me
Nope.
soda.
No.
Fair enough.
You have
Don't
to
think
come
anyone
down
else
to
has
AX
anything.
to do that.
Oh, I didn't think that actually worked.
Stinky.
Anyone else then have anything to bring up? Otherwise, Bleach is up next.
The show or the person?
Oh, that's bad.
That's
I'm just shrugging my shoulders. What do you?
Can we hurry
Of
it up?
course. Yes, please.
All right.
Well,
Yes, please.
well, his username was based on exactly that.
Anyway,
What a bummer.
go ahead, Bleach. I think it's your turn since no one's gonna bring something up.
Anyway, as we mentioned before, I did mention before that we were going to do a bit of screening for some people, but the problem is we're still trying to figure out on how to do that for DA. What factors would we look into before giving them the invite? Obvious, first one being they can't have asked right when they first joined. But in terms of pretty much guess, if you wanted to bring a friend in here, here's how we'd pretty much screen them. We will pretty much, they can still come in, but if they enter voice chat, they are limited only to push to talk. You can't go to free talk. You can go to free talk, and they can't attach files or post links. That's what we have for people outside the DA that would like to join that are friends or family of yours. Mostly friends, though. So if you guys have any thoughts on that or anything you'd like to probably share for ideas for any ideas you'd like to share for the DA screening, just share them here in voice or text, because it probably will help us to give us some idea of how to approach this. Again, we're still trying to work things out. We'll probably announce at another town hall when we're putting it into effect, but we just need ideas right now.
Yeah. I guess probably my main idea is that we make it clear what date and what we expect from people, because in many ways we've told people that Discord invites are ask only, and that's mainly where it's gonna be. The same place as it is where that current rule is still in effect now. the big thing I want to figure out is like how many days and on what grounds. Like, does the person have to post a Walfus avatar or something like that? Or do they just need to post a little bit? Because I don't think they need an avatar necessarily. They can always make one later down the line. The big thing we wanted, the big thing we want to do with Don't Join the day you join DA is so you can breathe a little bit of familiarity with the groups, the rules, and the standards. That's mainly the big thing that I think the point of this should be, so people can look in our guidelines and our rules, so give themselves a little bit of time and we give them a bit of direction. We ask them to read, and after they do, that would be pretty good grounds for them to be able to join and stuff like that. Or at the very least, keep something in mind. We probably just need to point it out is the big thing, so that people have their resources available to them if they want to be a part of our group. So, idea-wise, I'm kind of still just stuck on how many days until they are able to ask for an invite. Tomorrow? 5 days? 10 days? I don't know. A week?
Obviously not a month. That's
Yeah,
too long.
I'd say a
Way
week.
long.
Well, I would say a week if they were active right off the bat on DA. Like, we need to. The main thing that we need to see is their behavior on DA. So if they don't do anything on DA, then, well, how are we going to know, right?
Yeah. And then you have people like me who was part of DA for a long time before I joined, so I kind of started Walfus 3 days in, and then I got accepted in.
Yeah. And while you're not a bad person, we have had instances where people show up and they tend to be more than immature.
Oh, yeah.
Or at the very least,
yeah.
not properly prepared to take part in what this group stands to do. In many ways, people do learn, and in many ways, the topic of aggression on the new people was directed towards those kinds of folks to just be patient with them, because not everybody tends to do it on purpose or last that way. They can always come from a different background.
Also, real quick, you mind while you're pretty much like discussing the DM1 and the limitations I mentioned for like the no link bio and push to talk only stuff for like guests that want for members that want to bring like friends in.
Yeah.
You mind if while you discuss that I pretty much make just a sample roll to just give people an idea of how it'd be like.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, he mentioned guest, and due to a mishap with a guest a while back, we had prevented guests from being able to link in the chat. They will have to be able to screen it, and that idea kind of is transitioning over to this idea for an initiation where people aren't able to link or upload things directly right away and are like stuck to specific limits like push to talk, so they can learn how to use that when it's needed. The big thing is we could probably just make the everyone role naturally like this by default. You know, the white name before you get the green membership.
Yeah.
That's in many ways what I'm thinking we could repurpose it as. And Nora mentioned watching stuff on DA. This would be a really great way to watch on Discord if they're going to be very Discord-centric as opposed to DA.
Funny you mentioned that. That's pretty much what the F1 rule is already set to.
Yeah, but yeah, the big thing is to make it more of a process, because in the past people have joined and we've just given them a membership right away, just handed it out. just like that. No, we want to be a little bit more critical. And they are welcome to talk in the chat, become familiar and stuff like that, and do a couple of things that we need them to do, like perhaps link their profiles and stuff like that.
Basically, we've learned that unconditionally giving people invites is a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we still have to keep an open door and an open mind, because this, in order to be a growth-based group, you have to do some things that seem a little lenient to other places. If this was just a straight up forum where nobody was obligated to do anything other than, talk about whatever it is, that would be a different story. We would be more policey, more, strict. But since we are trying on the side, or as one of the major core creeds of the station wagon, to help people grow as artists and as people, we have to allow that leniency and that willingness to accept people into the group. However, it does not mean we have to accept bad behavior.
Mm-hmm. And that's
which
mainly
is
what
why
this process is looking out for. Go on.
Yeah. So it still allows, as I've mentioned before, it still allows people to get in freely. But in order to really participate with the community, they do have to show they're trustworthy. And generally, not always, that would sort out itself, because people will gravitate naturally towards people that are trustworthy.
Mm-hmm.
But as we've learned in the past, some people can act trustworthy and stab you in the back.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
We've learned a great deal from those moments, though, so at the very least, that is something we can always be on the lookout for, and are indeed a lot more safe from these days, as opposed to past days where we were more unrefined and stuff like that. So this is kind of a revision process, and in many ways I brought up the topic of aggression towards new members for this reason as well, because I don't want there to be a stigma against anybody with, like, the white name. Like, oh, they're new, they're not trustworthy. No, that's not how we should treat people in a process of an initiation like this. We have to set an example.
And yes, this does mean, at least on the DA, this does mean letting people in who have probably caused trouble in other groups before. We understand that. That is what the process is there for, so that we can tell, hey, are these people going to learn from whatever trouble they caused in another group? Maybe they'll actually at least behave themselves and keep their tongue in check. We have to see to believe.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, we can't really use the previous acts on another group, bar illegal, like outright illegal issues.
Mm-hmm.
We can't use that as a reason to keep them out of this particular group, because its nature is for growth. It is for improvement.
Because then we'd have to worry about every other Discord and or DeviantArt group and people in there for them. And we can't really do that.
We're banned in Proton John's Discord. Yes, you don't belong here.
But Diz, what if we unknowingly know the situation?
Oh no.
What I'm more saying is that by its nature of a growth group, that means that people who have caused trouble in other groups will get their chance to change through the DA. We have learned that. Well, yeah, their chance. It's not a guarantee that they will, and if they don't, then they don't.
And we can always be
innocent
watchful
until
of
proven
them.
guilty.
Yeah, and the DA, we have learned that just immediately letting them into the Discord has bad results, because that's where people show their real colors, is in real time. So we have to screen. We have to see if they can keep up a decent behavior in DA first. This can still mean that if they're put in the group, in the Discord, that they can behave badly, but it's a filter.
Nothing's perfect.
Nothing's perfect. You're still going to get some people that'll act very polite and nice in text and then suddenly be...
Shift.
Yeah. But hey, at least it'll help us narrow It'll help us narrow down the process without actually excluding anyone.
Yep. We still probably will be completely open doors with our DeviantArt side of things, just allowing people in to that, because in many ways it is accessible, and we want people to be able to use and see the group how they want, which is why we allow for the watchers that we do as well, to just watch the group so they can see the content that comes from it, and if they join later down the line, that's free too.
Yeah, I think I adjusted the everyone role. Role.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah. Should we see if someone wants to help us test it during the town hall or no?
Change.
I'm not changing the. I'm just.
Like temporarily switch a role.
Go for it, Blaze. I'll do it.
Okay, so put yourself to free talk for a quick moment.
I am on free talk.
Okay, so now you see right there, since I removed Unknown's membership, he can't go on free talk. He can only go on push to talk.
Wait, what? Who can't do what now?
Unknown cannot use free talk with the adjusted rule that he's been given as a test.
Ah.
So you're testing this out on one of the admins?
No, not an admin.
He is.
Unknown is not an admin.
And he willingly volunteered.
And Unknown, if you can still hear us, try posting a link and try uploading a file to the town hall, I'd say. If it can't work, just type that it doesn't work, and that will confirm that pretty much this is how the screen would work.
Yeah, and also if you don't have a push-to-talk key set up, set one up, just so we can know that.
I think he accidentally got disconnected.
Oh, he's back.
That's one hell of a testings.
That was not me.
He failed.
Not it. Who just loaded a gun? Oh, that was a pen. My bad.
Nora, when did you get a...
What? I don't have a... Well, actually, no, I do have a Smith & Wesson.
How dare you avoid her double spark?
No, I actually...
Oh, yeah!
I have a 9mm Smith & Wesson, I really do.
Is the push-to-talk working?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just,
yeah, doing two at the same time. That's what double Master Spark is all about.
Is the push-to-talk working, Unknown?
We'll
think
just
we
let
killed
him
him.
get around. I think he'll get around to it. He looks like he's doing a bit of maintenance. He deafened himself for a second and then undeafened himself. There's a lot of forces at work right now, so oh goodness.
That. Nora, what was that?
That was the Nora trumpet.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. Sorry.
Yep.
I didn't have anything set up for push to talk, that's why. But
Yeah,
no, I can't
I
post
know.
anything into Town Hall.
So yeah, if he can't post anything or put files, this is pretty much how like the screening would be for members, basically.
They can't type, they can't post or type anything. They can only talk in the voice
No,
chat.
they can type. They can type. They can't. They can talk with only push to talk, and they can type things in the town hall. They just can't post links or attach files.
The big thing about that, to get around that, is if they really need to post something, then we oh geez, that threw me off.
Nothing's
Then
stopping
we,
them from just
ask them to
spacing out the
stream.
link.
I know, nothing's stopping them from doing that, technically, but the big thing is to be watchful for this kind of thing, because you never know if it's going to be a link from something untrustworthy. In the event that it's just like something from YouTube, it's probably fine in trustworthy sites and stuff like that.
Well,
But the contents of said video could also be a factor.
I can't even see the town hall chat anymore. The whole thing's gone.
Oh, it can only be seen by members.
Yes, yes.
Here, I'll give you back the role.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, thank you. Well, general idea is that he can't he can't attach files to the server or post links.
But yeah,
and he can only use push to talk. That's pretty much how the screening would be like.
And who was that?
I heard that.
Oh, Sydney.
Somebody was,
As I was trying to say, was that we specifically disabled links and files specifically for the town hall chat, which is another reason why Unknown couldn't do it. But even
He
still,
probably tested it in another. He probably tested it in another chat, but it would have been the same results.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a guinea pig.
Whatever. Guinea pig.
I'll be honest. I was thinking of someone else to use as a guinea pig, but you volunteered. And no, it's not you, Sky. I was going to ask Ultima.
Hey, wait, did someone say my name?
I'm saying it was not going to be
of
you.
course you wouldn't be.
No, yeah, we were talking about you, you damn guinea pig.
Selective listening.
Very slow.
Oh no, I'm just sitting here.
Did you know in some countries they fry guinea pigs?
Yes.
In some countries,
Oh.
I heard they also do it in New York.
I
I think I broke somebody.
You both did me.
Did they break them or give them an order?
Guys,
Oh no.
Can we get back on topic now?
yes.
Yes, please.
Oh no.
Okay.
Do that.
Well, anything else to mention then at that point? Anything else that we hadn't brought up? Bleach looks like he's done with his, so if anybody has anything to say, then go ahead and say it.
Nazgul, we're currently on anything we've not mentioned, but it looks like we may just wrap this up for projects.
Well, yeah, we can definitely move on to projects if nobody has anything else they need to bring up.
Marcy, it's not going to be on this one's not going to be on Ustream.
It's going to be on YouTube.
Cool. Later down the road, so
yeah.
Yeah.
So projects time?
Looks to be.
Everybody comes out of the woodwork. Finally, what I came here for.
My own.
Exactly.
Just talk to Orda to get the information after the town hall. He'll give it to you.
Thanks.
Okay, let's see then. Nobody else wants to bring up another topic then?
I don't know what to bring up. I haven't been here all month or the past month.
If somebody has something to bring up, they can always bring it up in a comment section at a later point. So, let's move on then. Now is projects and announcements. If you have a project you'd like to showcase or announce, then now's the chance to do so. Naturally, when you are bringing up projects, please, you'll have to wait until it is your turn to do so. And additionally, if you have something planned, please provide a link to the project and announcements, a basic synopsis / description of your project here in the Discord, and a link to the announcer's DeviantArt account. So that could just be your own account, and maybe you're doing a collab with someone, so you need to link their accounts to the note taker as well. Who wants to take the announcement?
I said I would.
Okay, cool. Alright, so now is the time for announcements. So if you have an announcement, say I in the chat. Some already have.
Slow down.
I don't see any.
Going first.
Oh wait, that's because I'm in the U-Haul.
I see bells.
Of
I love
course.
how sometimes.
Ow, my ears.
What?
But
I love
yeah,
how sometimes I could just read who's posting and then immediately guess what they're going to announce instantly.
yeah.
Best feeling.
Oh, Spaz is announcing something. I wonder what he's announcing.
It's a weird
Looks
one,
like
though. This-
Sydney's first, and Sydney has asked me to read off her announcement for her.
RCR.
But I want to
I'll
hear
try-
the. But
So I don't know how well I'll read it because I've seen this announcement and
Oh,
I'm excited
no.
for it. But
Oh, no,
I will do my
indeed.
best.
Oh no,
Sydney-
he's gonna dizgasm.
Oh
Sydney,
no.
you
Did
do
she
what you
just
can.
want- Did you just
Sydney?
want to hear that as you were talking?
Sydney, you do your part to link the project, the synopsis, and the relevant users. So, okay. I will read this description out since it's basically what Sydney would want to say to all of you here. Okay. Sydney is honored to announce that she will be working on a project to draw all Toho characters in Zune's oldest classic style. So, pretty much, this is the project PC98, and what it will entail is she will be dedicating most of her art to truly demonstrate the love for the era of Toho PC98 and all its characters by drawing all the Windows characters in the PC98 style.
I'm pretty sure you could find some of them already done on Google.
But not
Hey,
all of
so
them.
fun for her.
Indeed. And,
Wouldn't that make
so-
it PPC 98?
What?
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 this will,
What?
Post PC98.
yeah, this will include unused characters, random characters that Zune has drawn, nameless mid-bosses, PC98 characters that didn't receive portraits in this style. Every last one. She's already done quite a few of the drawings for characters that didn't get portraits. Bearing in mind, this is the style that is done in Toho 4 and 5, with a specific set resolution for the portraits, much like in the games.
128, 160 by 160, or 128 by 128?
128 by 128, and it will be using the limited color palette of the PC98 system. So, in that sense, it'll truly be limited in how it's drawn. So, they are going to have school in a little bit, 6 days in accordance to when they posted, so it'll make things a little bit slow, but it's a little bit more lenient for them. So, yeah, that's their announcement. See you soon in the soon-to-be Phantasm Adventure.
Is that soon spelled S-O-O-N or Z-U-U-N?
Oh my god.
Oh, damn it.
Ow!
Oh, sorry. Didn't. Oh, I am so sorry.
So
Not
Cindy, send the journal and your DA link to me.
And give a very brief breakdown of what this is all about. So basically, like something like you're drawing all the Toho characters in old PC98 style. That would be like a synopsis. So keep that in mind for anyone who wants to announce next. As for the person coming up, Sydney, if you had anything more to add, go ahead and say it now. If I missed anything, of course.
Nah, I have nothing more to say.
Okay.
Yeah,
But I could handle your announcement properly then.
I'm proud of you.
Oh,
Well,
thank you.
I'm
Fuck
looking
up.
forward to
Drawing
it.
a marathon.
It's gonna look amazing. You draw PC98 stuff so good.
Oh, we announcement then?
Well, next announcement then. Unknown Nobody.
Okay, one sec.
Okie dokie.
Okay, as for the last few town halls, even though this one was quite quick to come by, because we weren't actually planning on doing an announcement since we thought it would be near close to the end of the month, but we wanted to do this town hall at the beginning. But anyway, Guy and I are still working on the collab or the Toho sketches. If anyone wants, I posted a little video link, which is apparently not showing the video in there. So yay, fun.
Wouldn't it be MTBSE?
How about stop doing that, please? But anyway,
Aww.
no. Okay, looks like it's not going to show the actual video in the.
Links are disabled in this chat, if I recall.
Links are disabled, but
So anyway, that's one of our skits. Anyway, if anyone wants to participate, they can always make their own little skit. All the stuff like the resolution is in the little journal. All the little rules, the guidelines. We're already about over 8 minutes in for the entire skit. We still have a few more skits we're going to add in. So probably around the actual video so far might be up to 10 minutes long. But if anyone wants to make their own little skit and wants us to add it into it, just make it, let us know, and bada boom, bada bing.
a variety show in a way. Anything goes, eh?
It's more comedy than anything, so no pure randomness that doesn't make sense, or your own little story into it, and it has to be with Toho characters.
It's up to scrutiny.
What the?
Please stop.
I hear my voice acting in the background.
That was,
What was
that? Miracle.
It was not Koishi, the person there.
Yeah.
You all have your volumes up way too high, I swear.
Apparently that person does. But yeah, you can either, if you have anything, or if you can always talk to Guy, or you can talk to me, because I'm also part of this, because everyone's talking to Guy about it. I'm here too, people!
You're the unappreciated co-host.
That's it. So I'm going to send out Bleach 1 sec.
Yeah.
Hear it!
Killed in the back.
It's not that bad on my end because I have my volume turned down and I can still all hear you just fine, so just be wary if you have your volumes way too high and something loud happens, it might hurt.
This volume is way too high!
Anyway, Marcy, you're up next. I'd recommend that you type this one out.
Wait.
Yes.
I thought I said I.
Yes, you did. You're after Marcy, Sin.
Patience. Goes in order.
Yeah, you're after.
Anyone want to volunteer to read out the announcement?
I'll do it.
May I?
If only rock, paper, scissors were available.
How would you do that online?
It's up
It's
to
called TuneBot.
All right, I'm trying to
Get
find
on
the
it, Tune.
announcement.
Okay.
Who's reading the announcement?
Okay.
Really?
I've been waiting on making a game feature for this thing for quite a while.
Yes, indeed.
Oh dear.
I can't find the announcement.
Tune.
It's not up yet.
What?
It's too soon.
Let the bot. What?
Let the bot actually kiss other things. Yes, please.
But that would ruin the perfect relationship.
The thing that doesn't make sense about your bot is that it gives a smooch on the cheek when it's hugged, but then it doesn't want to outright kiss. What the fuck is with that?
What the hell did I come back to?
Hey,
We're talking about TuneBot real fast.
hey, don't forget how much it loves Nanashi.
Yes.
Yes,
Dude, do the things.
A lot.
Oh man, it loves him. Yeah. I don't understand. Maybe that's just something inconsistent when I made that comment in the first place.
Oh, it only happens to Nanashi too.
Yes.
It absolutely loves him.
This is why you don't delete your messages like immediately after you post them or edit them to be dots, kids.
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 Wait, have we ever had that Dispenser 98 thing?
Oh, good lord.
We're not having that.
Wait, what? What did they say?
Whoa,
did.
worst part is I get to see Chun develop it.
What happened to Chunbot or Root Koto?
Chun took it down so he can edit with it.
Yeah.
He's right here.
Yes.
Programming.
I program things sometimes.
Can't have it on while doing it. It just fucks everything up.
Like Mugen characters.
Oh.
How to completely break a game 101?
Isn't that just called action replay?
At this
Without
point,
that.
I like to associate what I do with that. Because you can modify the game itself from within the game. It's great.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
There you go.
All right, let me see. Who's reading, me or
you?
Let's
All right.
see here.
All right, yeah,
Is there?
You should read it.
Okay, so Marcy Tchaikovsky says,
Hang on a second. Is there a link to a journal announcement, Marcy? You got to have that if you want this announcement to go through.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
You need to have it. You need to have it
Oh,
ready.
no.
You have to have it. No,
Yeah, you have.
We'll just skip your announcement until it's actually ready. Then.
they're copying and pasting something.
Yeah.
In the
Do
future.
read up on what we
30
expect
minutes ago.
next time.
Yeah, please do.
All right, Sin, you're up.
All right. Hold on a sec. Let me link this stuff. I'm sending the links to. I'm sending the journal links to Bleach, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, here it is.
Oh dear.
What?
In the world?
Um,
this?
okay.
Oh,
Why are these
boy.
people? in
It's
that?
relevant, trust me. Go ahead, Sid.
Okay.
Okay, but first of all, before that announcement, I have one before that. Let me pull this up.
Yep.
First, now that Toho 16 has officially been released, with all of its cast, I will be making Wolf's assets for these characters. However, I won't be alone on this. Nanashi and Sydney agreed to help me out in making these assets. Though the bad news is I'm not 100% sure if we're going to provide vectors immediately, but we'll see about that.
Understood.
Okay. Second, good luck. And second, if you see my most recent deviation, you may notice that I said something about a secret project, and yes, I am revealing it here. This is a collaboration between Sydney and Diz. Heck, this might count as Sydney's project. It's a comic ? Dub about a certain unknown Toho character. We already have
Not me.
We already have a few voice lines, but so far that's about what we have. So this project's release date is still very much to be announced. There's also the possibility of this not even pushing through, but what's new? And I guess that's about it.
What's the Toho character?
It's his waifu.
Yep.
It is.
Reveal, Sid.
It's
Ayana?
Yes, it is Ayana.
But wait, that's an actual Toho character?
Yeah,
How
that is a
fucking
Toho
dare you?
character.
Okay, guys, calm down.
Jesus
all
Christ, do I have to bring this quote up every time?
Yeah.
Yes, he's down.
95% of the time, just assume I don't know anything.
Yes, he doesn't know
I need
anything.
to go to his lectures.
He has rocks in his head, so everyone calm
No,
down.
I live on a rock.
You also have rocks under your head.
No, I
am the rock.
is under a rock.
You're not the Rock
To
Johnson.
clarify.
I never said I was the Rock Johnson. I just said I am a rock.
To clarify, just to clarify, Ayana is the Stage 5 mid-boss from Touhou 5 Mystic Square. And there are a couple of other characters like this, and Ayana is a fan-given name, much like Daiose and Koakuma,
And
which you
Rengeki.
obviously know at this point. Everybody does.
The camera thing up. I'll wait.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so anything else to say on that, Sin?
I don't think so. I hear that.
I know. I'm right there with
Yeah, but that's the end of my announcement.
Sid was.
I think I broke both of them. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
So
I
wait,
broke
that
both
picture
them.
of them in bed wasn't just a shipping fantasies?
Just let's move on, can we?
It's like Minnie and Oku. It's like Unknown and Yukari. We get it. It's one of those things. Okay, people?
Could somebody make a list of those for me just so I know for future reference?
Okay.
Andrew and Io.
Mercy, you're up next.
Yep, you're up next.
Please let's get on
After that,
topic again.
Yes, please.
After that, it's you, Spez.
Okay.
Save the best for last, as always.
Oh, did Marcy post the thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
there's
Yes.
a link,
They did.
and let's see.
Well, we already
Read
have
what
an
they-
RHE edition, or RHE.
Then
It
go
actually got
back and
taken
read
down,
up what they
I recall.
put up
You
a
do
little
it
bit
so.
ago.
All right, so I guess I'll read this here.
Yeah, so college stuff is where you're at.
So I have college stuff and high school going on, but this September, October, I'm thinking of doing Toho sketches for either Reimu Hakare edition or Chirno edition, and I'm making it where y'all can send in ideas and skits, as well as my own skits. Sometime mid to late September, I will announce which one I'm doing for the video. It will be a comedy video, so it'll either be Toho Sketches RHE or Toho Sketches CE. The date I'll be saying which one will be sometime during the middle of September. The animation at that time will be done by the time I enter the Halloween collab this year. This journal will be updated constantly to let you know what's happening.
This message will now self-destruct. You didn't hear that from me.
Bomb defused. Counter-terrorist win. Bam!
Raven Chirno.
Why?
Raven and Chirno
When you can
edition.
do both at the same time. Not a bad
Lewd!
idea.
Says the
Very
guy
lewd.
named that. No, it's not.
Such an
No,
apt
it's
name for
not. You should
saying
watch
that.
the Reimu and Churnos videos. They're adorable.
They are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
All
think I've only
right.
seen the one with Alice.
Thank you, Marcy. Now,
Lollies are
it
for
is your
looting.
turn.
I mean, loving, not for looting.
All right, real fast. Blaze Blue with Shingo has been added to my stream schedule on Wednesday, and 20 prop makers. I'm especially eyeing Reimu and Chirno and Sin for all those awesome, amazing customs. I might need those eventually when I finish the script. Not now, but I'm gonna post a prop thing later.
Okay,
All
so
right.
like prop requests for what you need for the comic.
Yes, mostly going to be a lot of back sprites, backgrounds, and maybe some little custom, like really detailed, like close-ups of the characters.
I could
all right.
probably do those. I do those on my own.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, that's why I was like looking at you because you make a lot of those as it is. So if when I finally finish this, like I would like to request a couple. Like you can like do the frames
I
that you
don't
want.
think
I'm
we
gonna be
need
uploading I'm gonna be uploading like Wolfus-less pages of the comic as I complete it.
Okay.
And then add the Wolfus in later.
Yes.
So it's a Walfus comic without the Walfus, so it's just a comic.
Well, let me link you to like what I have. Like, here's chapter 4 of the comic right now, and like, here's what I mean. Here's stage 1, a double dealing character, but you'll notice there's like dialogue boxes. Some of them have backgrounds, but it's like it only describes what's going on, and then afterwards, I'm gonna go into Swift or Create X, and then add everything afterwards.
Oh, okay,
Probably
that seems handy.
Create X. Just because it's so much more usable than vanilla.
It is.
That's an interesting way of doing it, yeah.
Ooh, like this style of comic.
Are you going to do anything dynamic? Or, well, I know you said cinematic, but is it consider that the same as dynamic? Like, not just rotations around one axis, but like from a 3/4 view, or the... I'll have to see.
I get what you mean. Like, I plan to have like a lot of like front shots, side shots, a lot of like camera work.
Different positionings as well, because dynamics can even transition into like Walfus placement and movement and stuff.
But what about also like top-down views, or like...
Yes, there will be top-down views.
What about... I don't remember the name of it, but the view in between those two, the top and front, like that
Isometric?
diagonal. Yeah, isometric views.
He's gonna have a lot of views.
I even have a page where there is like an isometric view. Check it out.
But I can't. It's only text.
The link. No, there's a picture of the Hakurei Shrine, and it's like done at an angle.
Oh.
that
one.
HTTP.
Yeah, well, yeah, that HTTP / Okay,
Is that the first page?
That's page 11 of chapter 3.
Yeah. So beware that there are some spoilers if you do read this now. But
I don't see it. It linked me to chapter 4 again.
It's a different link. You
It's
clicked
the
the
second
wrong
one.
link.
The second link.
Oh, well, that was because it wasn't a link at the time, I suppose.
Yep. Well, yeah. Very cool, very cool. Thank you for that, Spaz. Anybody else have a announcement then?
I don't.
I don't.
Let's see here. Anybody else who has something they want to announce, do say "I" in the chat. Second link may be what you're going for. Okay.
Not feeling too good right now, so I think I'm gonna step out.
Oh,
I
alright.
will.
Alright.
I will save my progress on the notes.
Yeah, that's all right. Thank you, Siege. Sorry for the late notice on the notes.
It's all right.
Freaking thing crashed.
Ouch.
Yeah, lost everything. Whoops. All right. Well, if nobody else
Send it
does...
to me, PMs.
Send what?
Your announcement, you terp.
Okay.
Oh, this has something.
Oh.
So, I guess I'll go ahead with this then. I linked this last town hall and kind of briefly touch basis on this, but I posted a journal a week and 6 days ago on my upcoming projects and stuff with a little bit of like outline notes on what I want to do. So I'm going to link this again, and I'm going to announce pretty much that I'm not going to be available for quite a few number of days, because this priority project right here on the top priority projects is what's going to have my focus. So this is kind of my way to show you guys where I am at. And if you see the notes, I want to get this video out that I'm talking about by August 15th. I don't want to finalize it. I probably am just going to like make the video in a raw form and put it in an unlisted form until I can refine it into what I really want to, because progress on it has been a little bit slow, but I have pretty much all the things that I need to make it. But I cannot get interrupted. So I am going to ask that people do not bother me too much for the rest of the days that I'm going to work on this. After the 15th is pretty much where I'm going to be active again. I really want to get this out because it's my way of giving back to the Touhou Project series on the day that it came out in full for every one of us.
Question.
Yes.
Would you be willing to let others help you in the editing process after you get the raw form done?
The raw form, definitely I could get some help to refine it how I want to be. The big thing I do want to get is kind of like a raw form out and finished so I can say that I did get it done on the 15th. I definitely do know that the time I am making this isn't ideal in the advent of an updated English patch and the projects that are going on with PC98 games in general as of recent. However, this is the best I could do for now.
The reason I ask is because there are some of us, myself included, that have a decent amount of knowledge with video editing, and it could help you make a more professional looking end product once you get the raw version complete.
Understood. I'll keep it in mind. Anyways, yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Let me get you this sent, Bleach. Alright, anybody have any other announcements they want to share in the meantime?
I don't think so.
No.
Doesn't look like it. No eyes.
You can... That's fine, Marcy, you can go.
Alright.
It looks like we're finishing up anyways, so...
Yeah, I think we're done with the town hall as it is.
Okay, does that mean I can go now?
Well,
much.
let us end it
But,
off then.
Okay, I'll wait till everybody.
But yeah, this has been the town hall of August 2017.
Yeah, it's a really early town hall.
Thanks
really
for
early town hall, but we don't have to worry about a town hall for a rest of the
good
month,
long while.
and
Until
for
September.
probably a good while. So, yeah, just keep the topics that we talked about in mind about aggression and usage of chat rooms, and things will be good. And do look forward to a proper initiation process for newer members. So if you don't see something being mentioned on that, do try to egg us to work on that, because we do need to focus on it. But those are closing thoughts. Yeah, we are done now. So end us off proper, Ort.
Yeah. Again, this has been the town hall of August 2017. Thank you all for coming out here to speak your minds, and for the rest of you tuning in at home, thanks for watching. Goodbye and see you all next time.
That's all, folks.
See you next time.
All right.
Are you serious?